Hey, what is going on, Pisces? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I've been a little bit slow lately. I got sick, and when I get sick, I don't get sick often, but when I do, I get really sick and I become a big baby about it. But one thing I enjoy about being sick is when you're not sick anymore, how much you appreciate it. It's almost like, you get to appreciate not being sick. Something you don't do when you haven't been sick for a while. So, I'm an optimist. I like to look for the silver lining, and that's the silver lining I find in being sick. When you get to the point where you're not sick anymore. But anyway, with all that being said, let's go. Did I say let's go? Let's get it. That's better, right? Still getting back on track. Universe, what message do we have for Pisces? What do we see for Pisces, Universe? What is going on for Pisces? All right, Pisces. As I'm pulling this, I secretly want to smile, but I don't want to give it away too much. But damn, this is a good one. You're going to want to stick around for this one. First things first, Pisces. I see someone new coming in, but not new. Let me explain that further before you think this is someone that you already met. What I mean, I'm getting a familiar energy. Like when you meet this person, it's gonna feel like you already know them, and it's gonna feel like someone you've already known. I just don't think it was this lifetime, and I'm not saying it was another. I'm not putting that out there. What I'm saying. Now, bear with me for a second. I know I get on these little rants. When you meet people, there's sometimes you feel this instant connection to someone, and sometimes it's familiarity, sometimes it's similarity. I read this book about it, and basically, similarity is someone that's very similar to you. You find it very easy to connect with them. Familiarity is when they just seem like you know them. Almost like it's like a spiritual connection. And that's what really starts this off. And that's what like I said, you're going to want to stick around for this. This is familiarity. This is not someone that I necessarily feel like is just because you're so similar. Because I feel like there is some differences. I feel like it's just like, it's like this cosmic energy, like this spiritual connection. Instantly, I feel like this bond between the two of you, followed with this instant friendship. Like just feeling like at ease with this person, feeling like totally connected, in all totality. I don't know why I said it that way. Sometimes big words, I have to sound like they're out of place. But I just feel like they just it's like you don't have to talk, You just get each other. But you do talk. You talk a lot. And very openly. A lot of communication here with this person, and very open, like I said, with that Eight of Swords in reverse. You know, that just being open, just feeling like you don't have to hide anything, feeling like you can just be free with this person. And that's another part of this connection that just, I don't know if I've ever seen something like this, but let's keep going, because it's just getting better, right? I mean, I have this, no secrets, no boundaries, with that Seven of Swords in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse, that fearlessness. You know, when you first meet someone, sometimes you're a little bit afraid to be yourself, or afraid to be completely open. You don't have that with this person. Like, you're just in sync. There's no fear when you're around this person. You know, there's an automatic feeling of trust. And it's not something we get every day. It's not something that I feel like people don't get. Not everybody gets this in a lifetime. That's what makes this so huge and so much different than what I'm used to. I mean, I'm used to seeing strong connections, but this is just different. This hits different. I mean, the nurturer and the protector. You know, the masculine and feminine with the emperor and empress. Just naturally drawn to each other. This takes off from the moment you meet. Like I said, feeling very comfortable, feeling like you already know this person, but you definitely don't know them. Like you never met them, but you feel like you've known them your whole life. And that the more you communicate with this person, the more you're around this person, the more that becomes more and more true. They're not like anyone else. But like I said, this is what really confused me off the beginning. I just get a feeling like the Six of Cups is usually that past person. But it's like you've had time to get to know this person, even though you've just met them. I mean, this is the beginning of a journey. Beginning of a whole new journey. And there's no question that this is moving forward. You both want it. You know, with that Fool, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the tarot. It's the first card in the tarot, first card of the major arcana. I mean, I'm getting a lot of major arcana cards as well. I mean, we'll get into that. But I mean, like I said, I mean, it's the end of being alone. And I said I mean a lot there. I apologize. You know, I've worked very hard at learning tarot and understanding and trusting my intuition. Not so hard on my articulating words. But we have the World card. It's everything coming full circle. The most beautiful thing that I enjoy when I get these two cards is the Fool is the beginning, the World is the end. But this is not only, it's the end of one thing, beginning of another. You know, they're interchangeable here. And when you meet this person, you're not going to be like, is this the person Butch was talking about? You're going to know. Trust your intuition. Like I said, it's going to be evident. It's going to be like that iceberg that we always talk about. That iceberg love. You're going to see it right away. You're going to know it's there. And as we move forward, we're going to cover how deep this really goes. You think you're connected to this person on day one, the first week, the first month. It only gets better. You think you're connected now, wait. You know, with that Lover's card, I mean, I don't even have to say this, but I mean, this is new love. And again, we're going to bring these back because I really enjoy when these two come out together. You know, go hand in hand, the Emperor and the Empress. You know, I feel like you got to find that other half. Now, a lot of people ask me, and I got the Emperor, the numeral for the Emperor, and Rose has the Empress. I just feel like when you meet that person, it's just different. There's no similarity to any other connection. It's a different connection. It hits you in a completely different way. You know, with this connection, I just feel honesty. Like I said, being very open with each other, no secrets. You know, feeling like there's nowhere else you want to be. And this is on both sides. This is one of the things that I really enjoy with this read, is I feel like you're both in sync here. Like I said, no boundaries between you. And that's what a real relationship is about. Not having boundaries, not having, you know, having complete transparency with that Queen of Swords. It's about being completely open with each other. Not being afraid to be who you are. Not afraid to want what you want and express what you want and get what you want. You both knew at the moment you met. You knew the wait was over. And you've been waiting a long time for this, and trust me when I say this, you deserve it. And know that you deserve it. And even if you don't think you deserve it, you'll learn to know you deserve it. Because this isn't going anywhere. You're where you're supposed to be. They're where they're supposed to be. Neither one of you is going anywhere but together forward. You know, with that Three of Wands, that ship coming in, you knew when you met this person. And don't get it twisted. I mean, we have a lot of love. We have a lot of honesty. We have a lot of, you know, we have friendship. This is filling up all your cups. I see nothing but happiness. But one thing we haven't touched on is something else that I feel is important. A lot of people try to tell me that it's not that important. I feel like we have to have all aspects, and the physical is there. There's a physical draw to each other as well. Understanding, picking up on each other's flirtation. You know, just wanting each other. There's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like when you want someone, you want the mind, body, and soul. And the physical is the body. You know, it's completing the package. And with the completion of this package, you will find that happiness. It's right there in front of you. Your family is being completed right in front of you. This is the beginning. You know, all those people before, none of them matter. You know, all those past relationships, all those hurts, all those betrayals, you know, anything that's happened to you, none of that matters anymore. And I feel like when you truly find that right person, that's when you absolutely let all that go. I know this might be a terrible metaphor or a terrible analogy. See, I'm not great with words. Wish I was a better wordsmith. You know, it's like when you have that, and excuse me for all the vegetarians out there. I love you all. I love everybody the same, but you're eating this delicious burger or vegan burger, and it's the best you've ever had. You're not sitting there eating it thinking about all those other bad burgers you had. You know, you're just not. You're in the moment. You're enjoying the moment. You have something in front of you that deserves and expects all of your attention. And that is giving you the same back. Whew. That gave me chills. I don't know if I've had a better read than that. That is that connection from the very beginning. Like I said, that feeling completely comfortable being unguarded with someone. You know, like I said, when we meet people, sometimes we put our guard up. You know, it's fear. And it's not, it's kind of like a residual fear, you know, from people, what they did to you before. I mean, we don't have that as children. Children are just so open. Like, sometimes I take my daughter to the park, and it's such a blessing. You know, kids are such a blessing, but it's such a blessing to watch kids because they don't care. They don't go up to other kids and worry about skin color, nationality, gender. They're not worried about any of that thing. They just want to find other kids that want to play, you know? But I took my daughter out to the park. And I remember this little girl, she had an amputated arm. Well, from like here, I don't know exactly where, from about here down. Like, she didn't have, and she just had the little bit of a nub or whatever it's called. And I apologize that that's poor terminology. It's just, anyway. I don't like to offend people. I hope nobody takes offense to anything I say, because I don't mean any offense ever. But anyway, she went up to her, and first thing she said is, "What happened to your arm?" And the other little girl told her. You know, when we're older, we're all like so, like, nobody wants to ask that question, and I just feel like it's so free when you're a kid. And somewhere along the way, we lose that. Anyway, I apologize. I kind of skipped over this. You know, with that read, I mean, we got Aries, we got Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But it's so refreshing watching kids. Like, I enjoy just watching my kids play, and just, you know, the imagination they have and the freedom they have, and they don't even see the world in this dark way that we some way, shape, or form pick up when we get older. You know, somewhere along the way we pick up this, we see so much dark shit. I really try to keep my kids away from, you know, free roam on the internet, and especially watching TV and stuff. I try to keep them away from it as much as I can, because there's so much stuff on there. And sometimes it seems so innocent too, but I don't want my kids' innocence taken any quicker than it needs to be. Obviously, they're going to grow up someday, and they're going to see some dark shit. I would like that day to be farther away rather than sooner. But when that day comes, I'm really going to try to ease them into it, and I'm going to explain things to them. And I want, you know, because there's so much. I had this conversation earlier. I was on Facebook, and I was just seeing this. It was actually, I know a lot of people don't care, so if this is boring you, I'm sorry. That's the end of the read. Thank you for coming. Anybody that wants to listen to my ramble, I was watching this thing about, they were doing an interview with, I'm going to say her name wrong, I know it, because I'm not very good at celebrity names. I think it's Ariana Grande. Ariana? I'm sorry if I got it wrong. But I think you know who I mean. Anyway, I seen this interview, and I was like, I was worried for her, because she didn't look healthy. You know, she just looked really, really skinny, like even more so than I remember seeing her before. And I was concerned, and I remember I put in the comments, I said something. I said, I hope she's okay, and I'm genuinely concerned about her, and I mentioned that I, you know, pray for her, and hopefully other people will too. And I got so much hate comments, and I read other comments that people put on other things, and just the mean shit. I mean, when do we become so mean? When do we stop caring about other people? I don't know why I said we, because I'm not like that. I'm very empathetic. You know, I don't care about the fact that she's a millionaire, and people say that, oh, she's rich, she's famous. Who cares if her health, if it's her health, you know, if there's something. And all these celebrities doing things to themselves and going through these things just to be rich and famous. Like, I don't care if you have 1 penny or 1 billion pennies. You know, I don't care if you're rich or you're poor. I don't care if you're black, white, green, purple, any color under the rainbow. I don't care about all the outside things. I care about people. You know, and it's sad because I know there's so many good people out there, and a lot of people don't want to get riled up in that. You know, they don't want to make comments, because I got some nasty comments and like people saying things about, saying things to me and about my comment and stuff, and just wild things, and I was just like, I wasn't saying anything mean. I didn't feel like it, and I didn't think I was saying anything to invoke mean things to be said. I know I got so far off topic, but I feel like the world's just a little bit better. Little bit better every time someone meets that perfect person. Their world becomes a little bit better. The world becomes a little bit brighter. Their future becomes a little bit brighter. And that's why I love what I do. I hope I help people find what they're looking for. I hope everyone does. We should want the best for each other. There's so many people I see out there that just, I don't know why I say everybody. There's so many people out there that just want, like to express how they want to see people fail, or, they want to down people, and I usually don't comment on Facebook things. I just really felt concerned. And I don't know her. She'll never see the comment. But I hope one person sees that comment and thinks a little differently, maybe, about what they're going to comment. Or maybe, I had a lot of people give me a thumbs up and the smiley faces and like, so you're out there. We just need to get back out there and take back over this darkness with our light. Shine our light. Don't be afraid of that. If we all shine our light, we can get rid of a lot of this darkness. Shining on the dark corners. Because the internet, we all know there's some dark corners in the internet. Anyway, sorry again for rambling, but love you all. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.